Hello, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to show you what I've been working on in my craft room. And coming up is my favorite time of the Stampin' Up! Year, and that is SaleABration. What is SaleABration, you ask, if you're new to Stampin' Up! Or haven't heard of it before? It's really an exciting time because for purchases of $60 or $120 or more before tax and shipping, you get to choose from your choice of free and exclusive products, including stamp sets, coordinating die, embossing folder, designer series paper, ribbons and gems. Before I became a demonstrator, SaleABration was my absolute favorite. I'd save up all my money so that I could get all of the new and fun things. So that's underway here at Stampin' Up! It will be good through February 28th of 2025. If you see something you like, get it while you can. So today I'm here to share with you one project. I've been making many projects, but sometimes I have this fun goal. Let's see how many SaleABration products I can use in one card. So that's what I'm going to do today. Let me just share the front of that SaleABration brochure. I hope that you have one of these. If you don't, give me a shout and I'll put one in the mail to you. All right, let's just pop down to the workspace and get started. I'll show you what I'm going to be working on today. So like I said, there are 14 different SaleABration products that you can earn free with a different size orders. So let me show you what I'm going to be using today. The first is the Day to Celebrate stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set, meaning they are the absolutely clear stamps that you can see through so you know exactly where you're stamping. Lots of fun congrats and birthday sentiments and a few little images. So that's free with a $60 or more order before tax and shipping. I'm using that today. That's one of several stamp sets. In the future, you'll be seeing me use more fun items. The next thing is the Toadstool Gardens 6x6 Designer Series paper. It coordinates with the terrific Toadstools bundle that's available in the upcoming January through April 2025 mini catalog. So let's just look at some of the vibrant colors in this. We'll do one side and then I'll pick it up and show you the other fun Toadstools. If you've been to boutiques or shopping online, you'll notice that Toadstools, little mushrooms are sure on trend, and I appreciate how Stampin' Up! Is always on trend with their products. So that's the 6x6 Designer Series paper. Also available is the Starstruck embossing folder. That's free with a $60 order. The Toadstool paper was as well. And then there's some lovely Fresh Freesia seam binding. Fresh Freesia, I love purple, so that's one of my favorite colors. That's also free with a $60 order. And then I will be using these fun gems. These are also free with a $60 order. The purple adhesive backed gems. We have Berry Burst, Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, and then white. All right, well, let me show you the card. This is just a very quick, easy, simple layout, but one that you can use with any designer series paper. And you'll see that I've used several of the sheets to show you what it looks like. So I always need a bunch of birthday cards in January. Thank you cards with my team, congrats cards. So I appreciate things that go together really quickly. So let me just review. This is the Starstruck embossing folder, and that's in Fresh Freesia. I have the Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper. I have the sentiment from Day to Celebrate. It's a good day to celebrate. The Fresh Freesia seam binding, and then the sequins. So that's that card. I made, using another sheet. This is just gives you a different look with the congrats. All the same elements. You can just see how a few different elements really makes the card just different. Again, another piece of the designer series paper with happy birthday to you. So let's put one of these together. I'll leave these up here. We're going to choose some designer series paper and cut. All right, I did show you the 6 sheets. So I'd like to choose a different paper this time around. I'm kind of leaning toward, I don't know. So I've used a couple of these. I'm leaning toward either this one or this one. Let's use this paper right here, this sheet right here. All right, now that I've decided, and I'll be able to get 2 out of that, let me move those, get those up here. So with my paper trimmer, this piece here, the designer series paper piece, measures 4 inches by 3 inches. Now, if you lose track in the measurements, just let me know. Let's see. So I'm just going to make one cut. I want the 4 inches to come up this way, so I'm going to do 4 inches that way, and then cut this in half at 3 because that is a 6 by 6. All right, so we've got that piece set aside for another card. And then I do have the gorgeous grape, one of the coordinating colors that's cut at 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I'll just use my Stampin' Seal Plus to put that together. Just trying to show you a really quick and easy card, how you can showcase the designer series paper and 5 of the different SaleABration items in one card. I just love to do that sometimes. It's kind of fun. All right, then I have a gorgeous grape base, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to use my bold bone folder to give that a good burnish. It does make it stay a little flatter. And then a 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. That's fresh freesia, embossed with the Star Struck embossing folder. I did give you misinformation. Let's see. I wanted to be sure. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. So 5 1/4 by 4. I did. That was correct. I'm going to get some glue out for putting this panel on the front of our card. Sometimes that just helps the embossing piece, the embossed piece, stay on just a little bit better. And you can use this design with any paper, any sentiments, any stamp set, any patterned paper. Okay, so then here's my sheet. Let's get out our fun fresh freesia seam binding. And I just use the width of my mat here to, it's a little extra, but I usually need just a little bit extra to tie a bow anyway. So I must have glue on one of my fingers because everything's sticking to it. I just love how all these things coordinate. Color coordination is absolutely the best. Let's see if I can tie a nice little bow here for you without too much trouble. Are you excited about SaleABration? I hope so. Free product is always Really an awesome thing. And if you have a party or a workshop that's $300 during SaleABration, you get an extra $30 in free products. So think about that. And if you have a long wish list, consider buying the starter kit. There are 2 awesome starter kit specials, including free markers, free stamp set, or an additional $30 in free product. All right, so we'll just leave that for now. I maybe will trim that just a little bit. And let's just do a quick stamp. I have, and let's do happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I've got that loaded on there. And I do have my gorgeous grape ink pad. Just give that a little tap, tap, tap. I'm going to just put that right here in the middle. Just have it. That is a nice, I did re-ink my gorgeous grape pad. That always helps. And then I have the labeled with love punch to punch that out. So I'll just put that in the center there, and we're ready to go. Actually, I think too, let's go ahead. I mean, we could put that on straight in the middle. We could have it a little cocked off to the side. Let's do that. We'll put some adhesive on the back. And then we will pop this up with dimensionals. What I like to do is put the dimensionals on the top and the bottom, kind of straddling the ribbon so it doesn't, the ribbon doesn't wiggle, the sentiment doesn't wiggle and wobble on the ribbon. So just that little edge of the Stampin' Up! Stampin' Dimensionals works really well right there. And kind of tuck that in here. Then, of course, we need those gems. Let's put the gems on. These are also free with a $60 purchase before tax and shipping. I'll just put 3 of those on. And I also have a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of basic white. What's kind of fun is I can... Let's add just a little bit in designer series paper in the middle. I don't know if I showed you the other cards, but I had that little bit left over, so I added just some here. These I added some little extra sprinkles, so you can use as much as your designer series paper as you can so that you don't have a lot of leftover. So that would... I am measuring that at 4 and then 3/4 inches is about right. I'll go ahead and do 2 so that I'll be able to get an additional card out of that, and that matches the designer series paper that we've used on the front. Now, what's nice about my trimmer is I do like to use that as kind of a guideline to help me get my paper straight. So I'm going to put some Seal Plus on here, and then I just tuck this down in the corner so I know that I'm getting it right to the bottom. There we go. All right. You could add some squiggles if you wanted. You could add the squiggles to your envelope. Those are fun. And that's another little piece of the stamp set. And I will be able to make a stack of these. So I have my January birthday cards all ready to go. As demonstrators, we were able to pre-earn the SaleABration products. So we've been able to play with them for a little while so that we could show you samples when the catalog goes live. So here is our finished card from today. remember, using the Starstruck embossing folder, the Toadstool Gardens Designer Series paper, the sentiment from the Day to Celebrate, let me grab that, Day to Celebrate stamp set, our Starstruck, all of those fun pieces from Toadstool Gardens, our ribbon, and then the gems. And you can see just the fun, different array of cards you can get from one package of that Designer Series paper. And it was free with the purchase. I hope you like them as much as I do. Of course, they're purple, so I love them. Please let me know if you have any questions at all that I can help you with. I am so happy to help. Just give me a shout, leave me a comment on the video, and have a great SaleABration. Have a great day, and until next time, everyone, happy stamping. Bye-bye.